could do that.
You could.
Yeah, it's fun.
Could even keep going.
sometime.
You could.
I hope this
That was
one
pretty fun.
is better than the last.
I'm trying to
Which
mute
apparently
people,
was
but
the-
everyone's very polite and they've muted themselves once.
Yeah, nobody even bothers with the role-based muting anymore.
Yeah, I guess not.
Rolls are for scrubs.
Yeah, that was a weird system to begin with.
It wasn't weird. It was, there in place to stop people just coming in and shouting things.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but after like the first couple podcasts, there wasn't even really a problem because nobody wanted to talk.
It's fine to be able to mute people. I can cut people off I don't like in the middle of sentences.
Like the first podcast.
Yes. Dacky was a horrible person.
Yeah. Holy shit, you muted Dacky like mid-sentence like 3 times in a row. It was really funny. Like he would try to get something out and then you'd fucking mute him and then everyone's like, did he leave?
He shouldn't have had such an awful voice.
Or who else? Was
Yeah, who knew?
God tier QM who you would invite on for like half a second.
Yeah.
Hexer, I don't think he made it.
I'm glad he finally got the message and fucked off.
I saw him in Lively about a week ago, I think, posting some completely unrelated thing.
See, I still like his quest.
Sorry, the God tier QM.
Yeah, his you gotta remember his first.
I've not actually read it. Okay.
It was
his quest, but the
first
guy is
magical.
Well, the first one was magical because nothing made sense. It was like it's like Waifu Club on Akun. It made no sense, but that's why it was great.
Like I actively followed that first thread of Movie Crasher Quest with Ralph.
He has a fucking QM tan, dude.
I know, I drew it.
Yeah, I know.
enabled
He drew a fucking QM tan.
I had to.
Don't
Yeah.
enable the autists.
I know.
Too late. It was Larro's job to do it. Apparently, he enabled it.
I did an freaking Sue drew one too, but Sue's is horribly lewd, and then he liked it, and
oh, post it.
Oh,
Sorry, did you say Sue?
yeah, a cowboy named Sue.
Oh, that's a girl.
Oh right, yeah.
Sue is a whore.
It was her actual name.
yeah. She wants to be a whore. She can't get any dick anyway.
Do I still have it? Hold on, which room can I? Yeah, there's a not safe for work room. I'll just post it in there. Pretty sure I still have it. I just gotta find.
It's unfortunate, but that's the reality of
Well,
things.
she has a boyfriend, doesn't she?
Yeah, but
being a
he
whore.
doesn't do much.
Oh, right. Sue sold her panties for cash.
In high school, yeah. She only managed to sell one pack for $20.
Life is rough for a Texan, I guess. Holy
Well, I think
shit!
she was just trying to
Texan
get
with
back on the
drug
whole
addicted.
enterprising.
Yeah.
And texting with a mother who
thing.
deals meth and then
Yeah.
shoplift.
Who was in jail for most of her life? Who was in jail for most of her life? Yeah.
because that's the one she drew.
Oh, it's the one she drew. I thought you drew for her.
No, she drew that one. I drew.
That's her art style. It's like I don't know.
It's
It's like the shading and all that.
You wanted to find a way to put that plainly, didn't you?
I
Holy
mean,
crap, I drew like
It's like
five.
the paintbrush style.
She can draw well.
Kinda.
She just.
oh
typically
yeah,
doesn't
she does.
draw.
She actually
Just
can
stuff
draw
like this,
well. She doesn't.
So, at the end of the day,
Yeah.
the fact it's recognizably human.
I drew.
Yeah.
I drew a lot.
Goblin. Oh Christ! How many of these are there?
And then he turned out to be a fat, autistic 18-year-old white man.
The profile picture was of him.
Unfortunately, he was exactly what we assumed he was,
Yeah.
or the impression that we got from
Yeah.
his quest. He was exactly what we presumed.
No, QM10s are literally just wish fulfillment. They're like because every
If any of them are accurate.
huh?
There's gotta be one that looks vaguely like the QM, right?
No, not that I can.
Probably
think of.
not. I mean, most QMs aren't little girls, so
There's one QM who's been a little girl.
The
Sure.
one QM we know who is a girl doesn't even have a QM tan.
What's Sue?
Sue does have one.
XS? Does XS have one?
Does the Chihuahua count?
I think XS has a QM tan.
I'm pretty sure I've seen one. Yeah.
I could post all the ones that I've drawn, and you'll note that half of them are dead. So
That's how it
That's
goes.
impressive.
But that's just how it is.
That's most QMs, really.
yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, death is an inevitability. It comes faster than real life death.
All civilizations will one day burn.
Oh, I forgot how big this picture is. It's 2,000.
Yeah, everything returns to dust, but QMs return to dust even faster than normal.
QMs disintegrate at an exponential pace.
It's the curve.
The moment you start a quest, it's like a timer starts ticking down.
Yeah, it's like they just roll. There's like a little fucking bingo,
See,
little bingo card. It's like what can possibly happen to
That's
you?
like the Grim Reaper just like looks at your lifespan and I guess you don't need this part anymore and just cuts it.
Wasn't there this dude? Wasn't there this guy who was trying to run a QSC and like the like two posts in, his power shut off? Yeah, I remember that.
all
I've
right,
heard that happen too
His
before.
fucking
I posted.
I was
QM's
Yeah.
house burned down recently.
Oh, jeez.
yeah. Someone has their house burned down.
I posted.
Yeah, I remember I was in the middle of a thread, and a drunk driver drove into the transformer in my town. It's just like the middle of my thread. The whole fucking city loses power.
God damn.
I swear to God that the QM curse started as just QMs making excuses for not wanting to run a thread, but it really does seem like bad shit happens to QMs more often than it should.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
it's
there was
absolute-
AC guy.
absolutely
I'm sure
real.
half of his stuff was bullshit, but he had a fucked up life from the moment he started running quests.
It's like meme magic.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think his
I
house
remember-
did actually burn down as well. Fucking AC guy. And then he lost his computer mod.
Yeah, I recall there was a QM who was like running a thread from his phone from like a men's shelter because he was homeless or something. Yeah.
I vaguely
I was
remember hearing
on one
about
of the
that.
prior
Wasn't that
episodes.
Ego? I remember Ego was homeless for a while. Like he had to put his
Yeah,
quests on
Ego
hiatus 'cause he got
lost
kicked
his
out.
home.
He tried begging for money from his players and he got nothing.
Why would you beg for money?
all
poor
I
shit.
know is he wasn't
Yeah, but
homeless before he started running.
Yeah, he had a home before he started running.
Exactly.
God damn.
But
He stole booze
He
from
stole
his
booze
housemates.
from his housemates?
Okay.
The fuck kind? Who does
Ego.
that?
Ego.
Ego.
I had a
Oh, fair
roommate
enough.
steal my booze. He was a
Did you
cunt
kick him
though.
out?
No. I don't think I could. He has a separate lease from me.
aw,
Did you at least have words with him?
He stole
Yeah,
booze from
yeah.
his mom.
He was really depressed because his girlfriend, who lives like 2 rooms above me, came down to hang out with him, and they were cuddling on the couch, and then she left to go fuck some other guy, and he busted into my
Oh,
wine
that sounds awful.
and drank like an entire bottle. So I couldn't
Wait.
totally blame him, but
Wait, why did he have a girlfriend that's fucking other guys?
well, she was his ex-girlfriend, and they used to live together, and then they broke up, but they still lived in the same complex. I don't know. It was a fucked up
And they
relationship.
fucking cuddled? Oh.
Fuck that. That's not right.
So did he ever pay you back for the wine?
Yeah, he gave me a 20, and which was more than what the wine cost. It was some cheap $8 shit. So
What do you mean a profit?
Not bad. Yeah, made a
For the profit
profit.
of man's misery.
Was this during college?
Wait,
Soma?
Archelon's
That sounds a
black.
bit like
I mean,
me.
I'm still in college. So yeah, it was.
Okay.
Just call it healthcare.
Yeah, that sounds like some college tier bullshit where you live with
Yeah,
kinda
kinda does.
girlfriend.
Definitely does.
This is why you don't fuck your neighbors.
Keep that shit far away. Is there anything fun about after podcast then?
No,
Bullshitting.
I could go and
You
post some
remember
Anonkun
last
again.
after podcast?
I was gonna say I posted the QM tans that I've drawn in the NSFW room because
That's not an
Well, those aren't even not safe for work though.
I know I couldn't think of a better place.
See, Archelon,
So,
I guarantee
we
is
could-
accurate because he's black. Probably the most accurate one you've got on here.
Actually, No, actually, like I literally made that one dark skin just because I know that he's black. It's like the only.
Yes.
What about the one, dude?
You got to hear about him just like running with the money for that thing that he was hired for.
It was that turned out to be
Oh,
a Sakura
yeah.
game, didn't it? And those are fairly popular now.
Mhm.
So he missed out on quite a lot of money.
Yeah, he would have made a bunch of money on that, but he stole like his paycheck or something.
It was like $1,000
What a
or so
fucking
dollars, I think.
cunt.
Or a few thousand even.
Let's see. On the top row, I think only AE is still running anything. Everyone else in the top row is dead.
He's
Wait,
running his horrible World of Lewdness thing, isn't he?
It's like the Breaker knockoff on Akon, which I don't think he's still even running anymore.
No, he's still running.
Wait, what's Breaker Quest
Is
do?
he?
What is Breaker Quest about?
It's magical girls and it's lewd.
It's it's about a main character who gets gender swapped into a magical girl, and then they have to fight monsters and shit.
Oh.
And it's like a smut
Wow.
thing.
So it's
Yeah,
not like
it's
a
named
bitch
after
breaker
like the
quest?
first
Quest?
iteration,
that's why I'm
which kind
confused
of
with
got
the word
dropped in the
breaker.
first thread, and then somebody else picked it up. And then
Sounds like
got
Kabbalah.
dropped, and then the next person picked it up and made their more version. It's never going
So
to
every
die.
thread is like, well, not every thread, but like every version of it is just a continuation.
It's not a continuation. It's like
Is it-
its own iteration and interpretation of the thing.
Eco,
It's like there's multiple universes,
picked it
multiple
up
alternate
on
universes.
and then AE was like, "How could you fail at a lewd magical girl quest? I'll do one."
That went swimmingly.
It's like,
Well, it's doing
Still
pretty
alive.
okay.
to be fair. It's still alive. It's still alive. There's been a lot of drama involved.
you know,
But,
Lorne said he was going to do one.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, we know when that's gonna happen.
Never.
Is Exabyte still running anything?
He
He showed up a couple weeks ago, but he
dropped his
says
latest
he
quest,
says
I
he
think.
might come back in a couple months.
Okay, so then the second row, everyone there is dead.
Yeah. He said he's doing shit. I don't know what he's doing.
Oh, you're
but he
still
was back a
doing
couple
QM.
weeks ago.
Exabyte is like the guy who
Yeah,
inspired
that's
me to QM seriously.
Yeah, he's still around somewhere. He's just doing whatever, and he said he'll come back in a couple months. I don't know. He might not.
That's
No one's going to come
Em-
back.
empty
He's got a
com-
real life to deal with, so
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does. He also told me that his cardio is completely
real
awful.
life.
He said he couldn't run like a couple blocks without getting like exhausted. I'm like,
Fuck.
dude,
Yeah.
fuck. I run to class like every day because I'm fucking late. Use half the time. So, well, I don't know. That's
Uh,
I don't know. At least he's still alive.
Merc
How many of
Command.
these QMs are even still alive?
Yeah.
Luck is like
On that chart, like fucking at least half of them are confirmed dead.
Exabyte's kind of around. That's
Program
about it.
Zero.
More than half of them, actually.
It was just like 3/4 of them are all are confirmed dead. So.
Program Zero, SFM, Shadow Master, Yig, Twin. They're all dead.
Yeah, just gone.
Mr. Bones. I don't think Doc runs anything anymore.
Oh, Diaga hasn't been back in a while though.
Diarca
I don't think he's coming
dies
back.
for like years at a time and then appears
Yeah.
for 3
He
threads and
didn't
then
seem to
dies
like
again.
QST much, so I'm not.
Oh
surprised
no,
about him
he
coming
didn't.
back.
He definitely
Unless I'm mistaken, Pally just finished his quest. The Paladin.
didn't. Oh, I think he.
Oh, Paladin of
might
Joy?
have.
Yeah, I think it's done.
Yeah,
I remember shitposting in that quest.
it's only been like 100-something threads, but yeah.
He finished his first 2 quests. God damn, that's
Nice.
Wait, what did he
Good
run
for
up
him.
in
still
Paladin of
running
Joy?
another 7. That's not
No, that's true. He does run a lot of shit.
Oh shit, Kaz has actually fixed Akon a bit. So Exabyte
Oh, really?
Exabyte has a user profile, and he has no quests on it. However, he has made a quest that is not yet published or has been since unpublished 18 days ago.
give me
And
Oh.
you used to be able to go via the topic that gets automatically created on the quest.
give me a link to his profile. I want to see it.
It's literally barren.
Yeah, but I want to see if I can see what he made.
Yeah, you can't if I can't.
I don't know.
Fitz is a mod.
Yeah.
No, but that aside, I know how the site works better than anyone.
18 days ago.
Oh god,
huh?
no, I can't see anything. Holy crap!
But so you can see those topics that are created. Well, that happens whenever you create a quest by default.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
The way the site was set up,
He has
then you
words
could
down,
find out
right?
the quest ID from that, and then retroactively, rather than reverse engineer the link to the quest, even if it's unpublished, because it's not actually unpublished, it's just not available for link. But that's not working anymore. So I don't know what I don't know what he's made.
Yeah, huh?
It also says he wrote 964 words.
Yeah. Interesting.
Makes you think.
Yeah, it really does make you think.
Oh, and there's some people already saying write more on the writer feedback. I wonder who that could be.
Everyone should write more.
Yokini.
Everyone should quest more. People,
Yeah.
Questing is hard.
people who
Should
say,
never do it.
It takes a lot of time.
people who say that quests are dead are terrible people because they're not dead.
Well, they are dead though on QST.
Oh.
Quests are totally dead.
Well, I mean, it's not like they're completely dead. It's more that it's
They're more
like
zombies.
they're dying of like some degenerative disease.
Yeah.
So, every day, it gets a little worse. But it's not really
They're
dead.
in like terminal cancer.
Like,
Yeah, it's like not really dead.
Just the golden ages have passed.
Yeah, it's more like
still, I
Say
think
that
the
the golden ages passed for you, but not for other people.
I think the golden ages passed like years ago when that first Game of Thrones quest died.
You mean
Are we talking about on Quest?
Iron and Hate?
No, what was it called? It
You'll
was about
awaken
the people
Westeros.
on. No. They were on the Red Wine Islands. I don't know.
Oh, the Arbor.
Yeah, the Arbor.
Carban is.
Carban. Yeah. And the
How many years ago
QM
was that?
I don't know, like 3. But the
Colin
Q-
was 20. Fuck.
Wait, what?
What quest from that Aaron didn't he run?
Seriously,
Questing
Carbon
died
was
with
20? That's fucking ridiculous. God damn.
Everyone is secretly the same person. Didn't you know?
I knew it.
This podcast is just the same person talking to each other, but with different accents.
They're really great at impressions.
And cutting themselves off as well.
And split personalities.
Everyone is Velo. Fuck.
Oh man, I still remember
wow.
when that happened. That was mad.
Everyone is Velo.
Jesus Christ, that poor guy.
I mean,
He deserved it.
Nah, he deserved
Yeah,
it,
I
and
mean,
he was also
If
gonna be an
QST
author.
had
he was an
more
author,
like philo type
Wait, so did
shitstorms,
Exabyte run
then I
Science?
could see it being redeemed somewhat. Because at least it'd
Yeah.
be entertaining.
but people aren't really. Well, we need more fuck ups, is what you're saying.
Yes.
But loud ones. Because there's
We need-
plenty of
someone-
fuck in UST. It's just
Trombone
Someone post
tutor.
that like Somebody needs to post that like list of shitstorm levels.
Scion Quest was at the top. That's all I remember.
Oh,
It's like
shit.
no, it was Great Brown Spot was at the top, but then nothing actually reached that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He still remembers too much about it. It's like a traumatic experience in his
Yeah.
mind.
Damien was my husbando, and he should have won.
Yeah, Sion really did completely fuck Exabyte. Like he was going well for a while, and he was building up his fan base with quest after quest, and then Sion came, and what was his immediate next
It's
quest?
just-
It was like some boring fantasy shit that no one played. So I can find it.
That quest fucking killed him as a person,
Yeah.
probably.
He's still
He's just
like traumatized by it.
yeah. It's just a ghost now.
That was the first thread I ever saw that reached
Yeah, he
more
went
than
from
1,000
Vale-
posts.
Jeez, he went from Vale into Sion, and then his next quest was Ascent quest, and that was considerably less popular.
I
And then
enjoyed
Azure
Ascent.
quest was the next thing, and that died.
Oh, Azir?
Yeah.
I actually read like every thread of that. I asked him when he came back why he killed it, and he says I wasn't interested anymore because it didn't go the way I wanted. And I was like, oh, that's a shame.
So did questing start around 2010?
Sort of before that. God knows when. You can probably ask Larro.
When did questing start? Is that the
Questing
question?
back to I see still traditions. People would tell stories to each other.
I've been doing it since 2009, and it had only been
Yeah.
around for a year at that point.
Ruby started
Holy
in
shit.
2008.
8, yeah.
This is a long running tradition of cancer.
So then,
Been
Been 9 years now.
That's a really fucking
See,
long.
it's why when Quest was first made and people were freaking out, I was kind of amused because when I first started on TG, my very first quest, which has thankfully been scrubbed from the archives, every other post was "Get out of here." There's already a website for questing. Go to TG Chan. That was literally like every other post. So quests were not welcome on TG at all.
Well, look at
And then-
TG Chan now. That's
And then
Yeah.
TG Chan's alive and well. But no,
well, live by a certain measure, yes.
It has dedicated players and people there. You know,
I have Hoodie Quest on there. Anyway,
the people
When did
people
you last
who
update
visit that
Request?
place don't
look,
you know,
I'm
stop.
working on the update. Okay, I got things to
Okay,
do.
well, how many months have you been working on it for?
Shut up. Point is, so quests were removed from TG, and then they, I don't know, snuck their way back on. I blinked, and like they were back suddenly, and they had prompts, and everything was different. And then they got kicked off again. And I'm just like, it's just going to be exactly what happened last time. They're going to settle into this new place, and quests are going to still survive because they always do.
We're like
Famous survived it.
roaches.
Yes.
we can't,
We're like gypsies.
you can't. We're getting deported. Oh well, just gotta keep the flame alive like some Dark Souls shit. Just keep the fucking. Just try to
We need
survive.
to
I
like
guess.
sacrifice a
Yeah,
QM
forever.
to the fire.
Everything will be fine. You're going to find.
Wait. Does that mean that every QM who dies feeds the fire a little
Yes.
bit more?
That's the great QM curse.
It needs to kill QMs to survive.
Just sacrifice yourself for the great requesting good.
See, this is why I got QMing early.
The age of fire is long past.
That's what it feels like.
Speaking of ages,
Sometimes.
I should probably go work on my Hoodie Quest because that's a thing that I need to do.
No, I mean, you've already gone God knows how long without updating it.
So when are you running your Magical Girl quest again, Larro?
You're talking about the one on Anonkun?
Yeah.
Whenever I feel like it, really. I was asked that several times, and like, I'm just like, I run this just because I get bored and I want to do it because I have nothing else to do. There's no set schedule, and I can't do a set schedule for like any of my quests because if I do a schedule and then on the day where I'm supposed to run, I don't want to run, everything goes horrible. So the answer is just soon. Trademark.
Sounds reasonable.
About as reasonable as things can get around here.
Yeah, that's
What happened to Steel? Did you guys fucking kill Steel?
what happened to Steel.
After that one one
he
podcast
never,
was like,
he
yeah,
never ran
you
his
guys-
Android quest again.
you guys fucking murdered
Yeah, I
him.
think German Steel died.
He's currently in his
Like-
channel.
Yeah,
He's
no,
still
but
running
he's
quests,
not.
but
He's probably never gonna come back to us ever again
He'll
because
come back.
y'all fucking killed him.
No, look. Nah, look, seriously. This Lapslash thing was a much bigger shitstorm.
yeah,
and
he's running
came back
Starship
after that.
Idols.
Don't think Termstil really can stop.
I see.
because-
He just dropped his Android one.
It's addicting, man. You can't stop once you start.
That's not true, actually.
you
It's actually the opposite of addictive.
Yeah, it's actually the opposite.
You start to feel the poison sink deeper into your skin.
It's definitely, I don't know. You either get into a habit of doing it or you don't. Most of the time, it's not a habit.
To be honest, I'll probably run something at some point again, but I don't know, not anytime soon.
Wait,
You
have
should
we
run it.
confirmed that you are not the guy running Magister Quest or whatever on fucking Akun?
I said I was, but I am not. I was mostly shitposting when I did.
That's a terrible fucking quest.
Yeah.
It's seriously fucking painful. Go and try and read it. It's just fucking horrible.
Would you like to rate them now? Sounds like a good idea.
No, it's so fucking boring. Like if you try to, it's like a fucking manual.
Damn.
Not even
what's the theme again? It's like I assume it's something magic.
It's like Spanish.
But like, what's the theme?
Very boring.
Yeah, he pulled a lot of stuff from Banished.
He even copied the way you fucking. I thought he was you. He writes identically to you, but even more boring.
That's kind of creepy.
Yes,
Actually.
he even does the like weird food shit Soma does, where he goes into autistic detail about something.
To be honest, I stole that from George R. Martin. So
okay, well maybe you have the same inspiration.
Oh yeah, I figured.
Yeah, dude, George R. R. Martin and that food.
Can't read Game of Thrones before lunch.
You can't. I would always read that shit in high school, and the second I would like get to the food descriptions, if it wasn't lunch yet, I'd just fucking be dying.
Fat motherfucker.
All right, I'm gonna peace out, guys. I got things to do. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. All right. See ya.
Later.
Bye.
Here's the fucking quest if any of you want to slog through this.
I'll check it out right now. Fuck it. I'll check it out.
Even the first words are so fucking dull.
Wait, so this guy has Soma as an inspiration for sure, right?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
It's okay. It's a little.
I mean, go and compare it to Banished, and it's extremely similar.
Wait, I'm gonna compare it to Exiled Quest, actually.
Compare it to Exiled. Well, that's the first thread of Banished, and then my own garbage writing, so it's not really comparable.
Well, people actually wanted you to run it again, but you guys you won't ever do
To
that.
be honest, I would have read more of Exiled Quest. I kind of enjoyed it.
I hated
But that's
Exiled.
kind of
Yeah,
sucking
some
my
people
own dick. So
I hated every moment of Exiled. Well, not every, but like from a
Some
certain
people
point.
actually liked it. It's kind of funny.
My new quest concept is vaguely similar, but
What the fuck are you gonna run next? Displaced Quest?
I've spin in the spirits and shit, but no, I'm not copying Banished again.
I have a fucking Thesaurus open right now to check out the next like copies people are gonna make. Expelled, ostracized. Fuck, man.
Ostracized quest.
Ostracized Quest.
it's about an
Fuck it.
ostrich.
Yeah.
That's about
So
somebody
they
who
have
gets
ostrich
thrown out into the
wizard.
desert.
So that's when he gets
So they
turned
got a
into an
spear,
ostrich.
bit of water.
What the fuck is this shit, dude? Expelled Quest. That sounds more like life, though. Fuck. Erase Quest.
Erase quest.
That
Very
could actually
fancy
be
shit,
interesting. You're
that.
like a cartoon character, and the animator is some godly antagonist, and you have to try not to get erased. That could be cool.
That's like that SpongeBob episode with Doodle Bob. He's got the fucking eraser on him. Jeez.
See, I'm reading Magicien
Yeah,
now, and I'm
it's
realizing
just-
that my latest idea is very similar to this, and that bothers me. Fuck.
That's kind of funny.
Wait, what was your latest idea?
Also,
Almond with spirits and so on. But not exactly like this, but similar enough that I'm bothered.
Oh yeah, the ghosts and the specters.
No, that's an entirely different idea that I've given up on running
Oh,
for the
I'm
moment.
sorry.
Whoa.
I come up with ideas.
You got a lot of ideas,
yes, and I never do anything with most of them.
right? What do you think about people putting pictures down in their fucking Acorn threads?
I think they should fuck off.
It's a little disjointing because you
You can do it
you have to scroll
occasionally,
down. I don't know.
but like Magister actually does pictures decently from what I've seen.
That's cool. That's good.
But if you do something like DMC, where you have a picture every other fucking camera,
Oh no, dude.
it's painful.
Wait, DMC?
you don't like picture
It's
books?
casual. Go and look at one of his fucking quests. It's
DMC kind of.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I ever since Spuds was like, I don't like pictures on Akun. Ever since he did that, I felt more compelled to put as many pictures as possible because I was like, yeah,
you're
fuck
on
it.
fucking Bay Area on Akun,
Yeah,
right?
dude, Bay Area has like pictures all the time, and they're huge. They're huge fucking pictures. and I just slap them in there, and I'm like, "Fuck you, bud." It feels so great.
Oh man, let me see this.
He's not doing it quite as badly here, but it was like his persona quest. He wouldn't describe characters. He just posts images of them instead. So you'd have these fucking huge images breaking everything up.
Oh yeah, but you know what's worse than that
dude.
though? Is when they have it's like, hey, there's a new character, whatever. Select what they look like from these 10 images.
Oh, that's fucking terrible.
You would picture A, B, C, and you like scroll down. Which were they again?
Okay, Trick, what the fuck is this?
What is it?
Jesus Christ,
Oh,
dude.
you're reading his SMT quest.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, Trick, what the fuck are you doing? Look at this. This is what he means. I had to zoom it out so I could fucking catch
That's
the
gonna
text.
show artwork. Okay.
I had to zoom out to get the text.
Yeah, see, this is a problem with one of the many problems with Bacon. Images fill the width of the page.
Can't you like expand the width of the text though?
You can.
Yes,
That makes the image bigger.
Holy shit, I'm zoomed out to 33% to get the words. Oh man.
Yeah,
This
no,
is
it's-
clear.
That's pretty amusing.
Like is impressed by the demon as the main character is, right? It breaks up all the time.
wait, what?
I said it's clearly intentional. It's a device to be shocked by the appearance of the demon as the main character is.
Actually, for that one in particular, yeah.
You actually did do it intentionally.
Wow.
Just bullshitting.
You intentionally
I mean, for
drown
that
fucking
that
pain.
demon in particular did. I mean, I don't know if I'd say shocked, but it definitely was like the character himself was stunned by seeing that demon. Ergo, the time you take to scroll down is sort of like a meta representation of the in-character pause.
I see.
It's
Wow,
like on 4
getting really complex. You put some thought into that, did you?
Well, I mean, I can bullshit and say that I did. Right?
I mean, it seems to be your specialty.
That's his QAing, right?
It is actually your specialty, though. I just remember how you were fucking yeah. That's 67. Look at that. Jesus. I remember how you were fucking around with the people who played your Game of Thrones quest. They're off doing their own shit in the Civ slum now, though.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like it has a camel toe.
I can't stop seeing this either.
It's Kaneko. He likes his sexual imagery, so it probably does. Trying to find any other just really bad examples.
Oh wait, so it's Garbage. Wait, Garbage said that he was gonna run something at some point last week, right?
Yes, and he
Spuds
of course
gonna run
bitched
a
out.
quest.
Spuds is bitching out as well, and he's apparently depressed or some shit. That's fair.
Yeah, it's whatever.
That doesn't excuse him bitching out every other week previous, but he's
Well,
got an excuse this one.
excuses don't really mean a whole lot in this community because it's like honestly, what the fuck are we?
Excuses are like
So-
assholes. Everyone has one. Doesn't mean we want to see it.
Whatever. Yeah. Anyway, anything new? Oh, there's a RWBY quest on it.
Yes.
I don't know. I actually
That's
don't know what that is.
4,000 words already.
Oh, I don't even know what. I've never watched any RWBY, but people say it's shit.
It
So
is shit.
yeah,
Isn't
I have
any of
no
the
idea.
animation
To
for it?
think. I see. Yeah, and I kind of wanted to die inside.
I wish the
but-
trailers were right, but then the first episode
God,
seemed
the
to have plummeted a
animation.
bit.
Yeah, it's just.
There's like 5 RWBY quests on Akun, and then even better, there's a quest that was like a travel the multiverse of like whatever's quest, and then the first place they went was RWBY.
Why?
Fucking why?
I don't even really know what RWBY is. Red,
It's
white,
shitty.
blue.
Yeah,
Love
me
show.
neither. It's just some show that apparently. I
Okay,
don't know. So it's apparently pretty popular, right?
Yes.
yeah, it's popular.
For some reason, it's very popular.
That doesn't mean it's good.
It's like every fucking character's a waifu, so I mean,
It's about. It's like if you took the cute girl genre of like anime that was big around like 2014 or whatever, and then you made it the Western version.
Yeah, it's more like original fanfic, if that makes any sense. Written by a 13-year-old, but it's written by people in their 20s and 30s. And
What?
It's Rooster Teeth. It's okay. That's kind of their thing. Okay, well, because I saw a bunch of I saw like 2 or 3 on QST or RWBY.
yeah,
so it's like,
they were
oh, it
mildly
seems to be
popular for a while on TG, as I recall.
Yeah, it seems to be a popular subject.
The thing though is that like the main like Monty Ohm, who was like a pretty good animator and like an up and
He fucking died.
He's fucking dead. Yeah,
yeah, and that's what made like it kind of
the animation. I don't know.
No, it didn't fuck up the animation. What it is, it made the people that made Ruby like put more effort into making it an actual thing because they wanted to honor him, sort of.
I see. Is it still good? Is it good now, or is it just?
I mean, it's like
still...
it's better than your average soap opera, I'm sure, and that's what most fucking.
That's not saying much.
It's a low bar.
Well, it's not saying much about humanity, which is true.
Yeah. Okay. Spuds?
I think Spuds is typing up his OP for his first quest.
What's
no,
up, bud?
Well, I'm actually pretty much done with it. I was done 5 days ago.
Post
it.
Oh,
suck up and post it. Suck up and post it.
I couldn't write the dialogue portion, which is like 3
lines.
lines.
That sounds familiar. Dialogue is hard.
What are you talking about? Dialogue's the easiest part of a quest.
Is that what your dialogue is?
Oh my! Wait, Soma, you think dialogue's the easiest part?
Probably world building was easier for me, but dialogue ain't too hard. I mostly just kind of vomit out whatever comes to mind.
Yeah, that's clear.
Dialogue is kind of fun because you can just basically do dick and it's like it works. It's fucking people talking, like Jesus.
I'm not particularly good at talking, so it's true.
Well, there is that.
You don't have an knack for it. It can sound terribly contrived.
Yes,
depends on the
I sound very autistic, so it's weird when characters sound as autistic as me, and I can't stand it. I can tolerate my own autism, but not in others, basically.
I don't know. I never. It's weird until you told me. I never thought that you were that kind of person.
Yeah, you seem pretty conversationally competent in the podcast.
Sure, I think I sound a bit too
at least when you're talking
when I speak to me, but that's fine.
If you're comparing yourself to Australians, then I'm sure that's true.
Yeah, okay.
Like you weren't like you don't talk like fucking ill wars, mate.
Yes,
like,
that's one thing. Yeah, you can always you talk
like a
okay. You'd have to watch this speak like it was.
Like generally speaking, if you can read dialogue out loud and it's not just violently wrong to your ear, it's probably good dialogue.
And that's something I'll keep in mind then. As long as you don't immediately cringe. You can cringe later, but if you don't cringe in the moment, then it's fine.
Exactly.
Well, see, this is partially where being slightly drunk whilst jamming actually becomes useful.
That's true. I've heard that's the solution.
You know what? I think that's going to be how I finish my introduction.
You're going to drink right now?
No, not right now. It's too late for that.
Why are you bitching out against Sparks? It's only like 3 a.m. there, right?
It's like 5?
2 here. Whatever.
2 a.m.?
Nice.
No worries.
So go to bed, wake up, stretch, and start your quest.
Thinking.
Start drinking after you wake up, yeah.
See, the trick
is
even
wait until you get out of bed.
You go to bed so you wake up that right level of drunk.
I mean, if you're European, it's acceptable to have a drink first thing when you wake up. Who cares about Sweden?
Well, you're
Karen loves Sweden.
I'm sorry.
It won't even be a place in a couple decades, so it's okay.
Well, I think
it part of the new
Actually, I think Sweden will go the other way eventually. We'll be genocide.
You think you're gonna go full Nazi, huh?
No, we'll be going. We have a history of genocides. It'll happen again.
You said that very matter of factly. You know you're a Jew, though. There's no guarantee you'll escape the road.
I know.
Just go full Viking.
What do you
I
find?
don't know
with
if the
that?
Vikings
I was-
genocided
I was
anyone.
referring mostly to our what's called the Great Power period of Sweden.
Oh,
We had a lot of
yeah.
genocides.
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
Right.
We're in Poland.
The Swedish Empire.
We're in Poland's national song. I know, for an example.
Back when the country looked like a giant penis.
It actually looks more like a penis these days.
Like
Oh,
a
okay.
double-headed penis because Norway was there, right?
No, Finland.
Yeah, the
Norway-
Finland was the testicles.
Yeah, I guess.
Finland is still.
I guess I can see that. All of Scandinavia looks like a tiger from the right angle, though, if I remember correctly.
Or a dick.
Or a banana. There's lots of things, you know.
I'd mostly
No,
just
I'm-
dick.
Well, it's like.
So you're saying like the genocide is coming, essentially?
No, I just
I
feel
think
bad the
it
fact that like before you guys actually get to like doing all that, killing all those whatevers, is you're gonna have a lot more raped Swedish
Sure.
girls.
Well, they need to have the rape Swedish girls so they can have the genocide.
I mean, Swedish girls are no stranger to rape. Let's keep in mind these were Vikings.
The day of the kebab is coming.
Wait, did Hexer join the Suicide Pact?
Apparently he has now. I think that was facetious, but
Oh, Hexer did seem fairly confident about running in March, April.
sure. I'm sure
you never
he
know.
seemed very
Sure,
confident about
fucking sure.
Dude, a month away from
You never
anything, I'm
know.
confident about doing something that next month.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, next month I'll fucking skydive. Sure, yeah.
Skydiving is fun.
Be more fun than
Yeah.
running.
Okay. That's not.
Yeah, a month from now,
A lot of things are funner, honestly.
Skydiving quest.
Hex is gonna skydive instead of running his quest.
You could do both.
What he's gonna quest while he's skydiving.
That would be novel.
You have to get
Yeah.
a post done before you can pull the cord.
Every
That'll be an interesting
update,
challenge.
he has to like wait until like the plane drives him up.
That's the voting period. All votes have to
Oh.
be in by the time you get to the proper height.
High octane questing, dude. If your players aren't there, it's bad news.
Imagine if someone like actually did that and they got like 2 players.
Or if they didn't get the post done in time and they couldn't pull the cord.
Just be bumping himself because he's trying to beg his players to come.
Crank quest like that movie with Jason Statham, Hexer?
Yeah, I think it is. It's the one about his fucking heart,
Yeah.
right? Oh, I only saw Crank.
Yeah,
too.
there's 2. There's the one where if he doesn't keep his adrenaline up, he'll die. And then
And there's the other one where it's he gets the artificial heart.
but he needs
Yeah.
to keep the electricity pumping, so he has to do things
Yeah.
with great
Yep.
friction.
I remember one of the scenes where he just like rubs against this granny for static.
Yep. It was a interesting experience.
Rubbing against a granny.
Well, there was the part where he fucks his girlfriend in a fucking stadium in front of everybody because his heart's about to give out.
And yeah,
So there was that scene.
because that's yeah.
That's how it works, dude.
works.
Yep. You gotta do what you gotta do to stay alive.
Honey, come on. If we don't fucking public, I'm gonna die. Don't you care?
It's an interesting threat.
Would you fucking public to save your significant other? I would.
Certainly not a situation a lot of people would be comfortable with. The first, when you walk into it. Man, this is fucking low energy.
Well, this
Fine,
is
it's the post podcast. You can be as low energy as you want.
Yeah, well,
I was thinking I might,
post podcast is usually high energy though.
No, it usually
my head
varies.
I don't know. I'm feeling kind of sleepy.
Oh.
So here's the thing. I was actually like asleep, and then I started dreaming that all of you were in the podcast saying I had betrayed you.
We were.
you have betrayed us.
Yeah, because I was like, because I actually set a timer for like 2 p.m. because I was like, okay, I'll wake up an hour before the podcast, actually. And then I slept through that for an hour and a half, and it was a dream that was like all of you guys were saying like, man, he betrayed us, blah 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 blah. That made me finally wake up.
They just fucking hate that trick guy.
Yeah, today I also woke up at 2 p.m. Except 2 p.m. is when my chem class starts.
What?
So
Wait, trick. Go to your chem class?
No, I didn't go to my fucking chem class. I woke up when it fucking started. And I was like,
you
oh,
really
it's game over.
need to like get off of the podcast channel if you're having dreams about the Akun podcast.
Yeah. You're only here for like. You're only here for.
I was like so afraid that
the
this
rest
was
of us.
like when I woke up and I saw it was 30 minutes later. I was like, oh man, I'm going to show up. It's going to be another low energy shit fest. Which is why I came shouting something, and then I was like, "Oh wait, no, there's actual people here." So,
yeah, there was actual discussion going on.
It was a
Even
very
though we
high
arranged
energy
most of
cast.
the shit like a couple of minutes before the thing.
All things considered.
Yeah.
I still think it should be
Shocking.
called the Anoncast.
That is
It's
a good
barely
line.
in a non-cast, anyways.
DMC.
Yeah,
I
was like
so it's
remotely
terrible.
approved.
And like, we're basically the people who are involved in this are the only people who listen to it.
Most of us aren't even from
Yeah.
fucking Anonkun.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not even a fucking Anonkun
This is
thing.
just
It's just like a general questing thing. I don't think the people on Anonkun would be interested.
I mean,
anyway.
we should post these in
Yeah.
Della chat.
If any of them want to go on.
It's like
I think
weekly.
Isn't that
It's
place
like
like?
to say that they can't let you do that. I guess.
Yeah,
okay.
doesn't that place look
Gotta
like the
be-
fucking Berlin Wall right now?
Weekly post podcast shit posting
Alright,
Friday.
I'm still banned from there, and I can't be bothered not. I don't even.
Yeah.
They don't ban you.
Oh
okay,
yeah,
but-
most of us don't even quest anymore.
Yeah. Oh,
This
shit.
is just like
I haven't been interested in the quest in a while. Fuck me.
this is just like the post QT.
I literally only read joke requests now, and that updates once every like 3 months.
I thought it ended.
It almost ended, and then it kept going.
They got
We
sent
managed
out.
to bullshit our way out of the final fight. So, joke request IP
That's
just
how
had to
you
keep
not.
it,
Yeah. I wonder if he was disappointed.
Probably.
Why are we?
Been running
Why are
for.
He's like, I want to fucking kill it, but these guys are too fucked in the
Yeah.
head to let me end
The
it.
quest is going
He
on
was
5
on,
years
though.
now, so.
Why are we gonna
And he
get
didn't sound
JQ off
disappointed.
in the podcast?
Dude, he became
Australia.
a fucking lawyer
Yeah.
during the fucking ban of
the
this
time
quest.
the
Jesus
quest
Christ.
is gone, he's graduated university. Moved back home to Singapore, and now he has a job as a fucking lawyer.
Yeah, Jesus
So he was
Christ.
becoming a lawyer in America?
Australia.
Oh, okay. That's close.
Oh, I see. That's why your time zone's lined up.
Yeah. Well,
So who's
Singapore is only like a couple of hours behind us anyway. Or 3, I think.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Joker quest, I think.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
He shows up like he posts like once a day in the live thing?
Lively QTG, whatever you want
You
to call
call
it.
you guys
Yeah,
call
lively.
Quest General's lively,
Yes.
Hey,
right?
Fiddlekins, are you in Britain right now?
Yes? How does
Who?
his accent not make that obvious?
Well, I mean, because I'm just wow, that's we're
Like you're talking to me.
yeah, I'm talking to you, Fiddlekins.
I couldn't. Oh, your voice glitched out, so I didn't really catch that. But yes, I am indeed in Britain.
That's like 8 hours. Was it like fucking 1 a.m. for you?
Yeah.
1:15.
And then Spuds is like 2:15. And is it the
Yeah, he's an
morning
hour
for you? E?
It's 12:14 now.
Okay.
Yeah, Australian time zone is like fucked in the head compared to everybody. So
That's fine.
like you guys have like the whole next day
Yes. Yeah,
essentially.
it's
Hexer.
Saturday right now.
Yeah, it's like the whole next day.
Which European country is Hexer and Majin?
Austria,
Hexer's
Austria,
German.
Mage is German. No, Hexer's Austrian.
Yeah.
Major's German.
Austria.
Yeah, major.
What's the difference?
One. Yeah, one.
One is Germany, and the other is other Germany.
One is Catholic, and the other is also Catholic, but also Protestant.
They're spelt differently.
One is responsible for Hitler, and one is also responsible for Hitler. Yeah, but we're clearly a multicultural.
One didn't let him
experience
into
here
art
with all
school,
these
the other
people all
elected him
around
into
the world
office.
showing-
Everybody's guilty.
If you think about it, Hitler is the story of a failed art student fighting back against a population that he perceived as privileged.
They sound like Berkeley.
One is responsible for Hitler and one is playing for Hitler.
Oh well, they went and burned things as well.
Really?
Just
Yeah.
burned some lighting, and Hitler burned a few Jews.
But he was just better at it than them.
Yes,
Yeah, that's true. Really activates your elements.
it does. And most people here are white.
Yeah,
You
like
like
we're all
leave
white here.
Hey, I'm
and all
not. I'm not white. I'm Irish.
that. So am I. Fuck off.
Potatoes.
Irish people aren't white, you know.
Oy vey, it's another famine.
Where? What is it? Potato niggers. Yeah, there we go. There's that old thing showing that-
Leprechauns.
Yeah, Hexer's
I-
Irish people
comparing-
don't qualify for white.
comparing
privilege.
Irish and here we.
Huh. Oh, I see.
Accurate.
Very accurate depiction.
Also, I
Yeah,
think
just
I'm
like
part
Marshall
black. I'm like
with the BLM
164th.
protests.
So where's my?
You got one. You got one drop,
Yeah,
bro?
where's my scholarship money? God damn it!
Damn, one drop rule.
John King.
That
Shut
guy,
up.
it's fucking ridiculous. I love the images of him hanging out with all his black family or friends, and he's the only fucking white guy there.
Well, that's the thing is, like, I guess he is. I mean, he's probably black. He's just very, very, very light.
Like super light skin.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I assume there's been a lot of mixing there.
Well, according to him, his father, he is illegitimate.
At least he can say he's related to Andrew Jackson.
He looks white.
Yes. Oh no, he looks vaguely black.
Talcum X. Yeah.
Talcum X. I was trying to remember what the fucking name was. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone calls him Talcum X. Well, if he thinks he's black, then he's black, right?
Yeah,
All you need
totally.
to do
He
to be
worked for
black.
Rachel Dolezal.
He works for the. Does he work for the Young Turks now? What the
Yes,
fuck
he
does he
does.
do?
He works for the Young Turks. So Rachel Dolezal was a white woman who pretended to be black because she wanted.
Hey, wasn't she the head of the fucking? What was she the head of again? What do you call it?
But
She's
was
ahead
it
of something.
The AA. What was it? The fucking AA
CLU?
devil. No, she was.
NAACP?
Yeah, something like that. What the fuck? These goddamn abbreviations.
The National Association of.
NAACP. Yeah.
I know the CP stands for colored people, which I fucking love that that's still a thing.
National Association for the Advancement of Colored People.
And you can't say colored people. You can't say colored. You can say NAACP. You can't say colored people, but you can say people
Yeah.
of color.
You can say people of color, but not colored people. Fuck off.
Adjectives.
We call them coloreds down here in the South.
Oh wait, you're Florida man, right, Soma?
What?
You're Florida man,
Texas, Arkansas.
I'm
Arkansas.
Arkansas and Texas.
right? Holy
We
shit.
don't cotton. They're kind around these parts.
God damn, you sound so much like Critical. It creeps me out.
Just call fucking TRS. I know that fucking stinger.
Who the fuck is Arakan, by the way?
He's
Been
some
here
dude.
almost every
Some
week.
dude.
He's the
Holy fuck, you can actually talk. Yeah, I vaguely remember you now.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
only
Well,
said a few
in
words
the
because that was also the same podcast episode where Sue was on talking about selling panties and stuff. So I just sort of let that happen. It was kind of hard to top that.
That's fair.
That's fine.
I don't think anyone can really top Sue's life, except maybe Ruby.
It would be
Yeah, dude.
impressive, yes. If you could, I mean to say.
Just misery all around.
Dead children. Used to be in the Navy.
Dead
What's
cats.
Ruby's backstory? Again, I
Really
forget.
fucked up. She's
Well,
homeless.
I've
She was
heard parts
homeless
of it,
for
but
a
it's like-
while, and she was married, and then got divorced and cucked out of all this stuff. And yeah, used to be in the Navy. I got discharged or something. Has PTSD. Just generally fucked up.
Like wants to fuck some person in the Netherlands.
Yeah, no, who's
Yeah.
That's really a fucked up situation.
Right.
The character Ruby,
Oh,
or
boy.
wait, who are we talking about?
No, a human
Nobody
being.
we know.
The spook.
She's not
she
here.
lives-
You
she lives
would
in
know her.
Arkansas. That's why I asked you about if you'd ever been to some RPG shop a while ago. Because she worked there, and that seemed vaguely interesting.
I mean, I've been to a couple RPG shops around town, so maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, it wasn't something else was doing.
That sounds pretty miserable.
Yeah, working in an RPG store, yeah, that'd be fucking.
I mean, you'd have to have a
Jesus,
high
dude.
tolerance for
Yeah.
body odor.
Yes.
And Ruby's getting her.
It's like going to a fighting game convention with Smash in it. Fuck me. Yeah, I don't know if you've heard about Smash players, but like there's like the stigma that they're
Vaguely.
completely
I know
autistic.
about what's his name, Yuzu King.
Yeah,
jerking
well, he's
off at
he's
someone's
actually
apartment,
autistic.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Smash players are considered like the absolute bottom of the barrel for
Understandable.
fighting game
And
players.
They're constantly bitching and
Yeah.
whining about their games being at tournaments and so on. It's vaguely pathetic.
I have a question. You're in the fighting game community from what you're saying, right?
Not really.
Well,
I
kind of.
used to. Well, I kind of used to, but like not anymore. It's not a thing. Like I have a fight pad in the corner. I haven't played with it in like a month or two. So
Would you
couple
say
months.
would you say For Honor qualifies as a fighting game?
I kind of would actually.
Oh, it's a peer-to-peer game.
It's got
that
the same.
disqualifies it.
Yeah, it has the. I think it has the. It has the characteristics that would make it one.
All right.
Yeah.
Just wanted to know.
Yeah. Okay, so Ruby's life is fucked. I think Sue has like the most like white trash fucked life.
Yeah,
I've
that's a
ever
very
heard
good way
on
to
this
put it.
side of
White
the globe.
trash.
Yeah, so like, okay, what was it? Her dad died in Alabama when she was a kid. They moved to Texas. Her mom got caught selling meth.
Don't forget that her mother was going to try and smuggle, I think it was meth across the border in her baby seat.
Marijuana.
Yeah.
And her ABC, what?
Baby seat, I'm sorry.
Oh, gotcha.
Like she's gonna take
Yeah,
Sue
yeah.
across the border with her and smuggle shit into there.
With meth in the
Yes.
in the seat. Yeah. So then her mom was sent to jail for
And
most
then
of
when her mother got out,
early
she
life.
did pornography. And
Yeah.
recorded
Yeah.
it in the same house.
We found her mom as a porn.
Trick found.
I found her mom.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, and apparently
She
her
was in
mom's
some weird
boyfriend
BDSM
are
relationship.
terrible people. Yeah.
Sounds like a real
Well,
class act.
Yeah, this is the
And
sort
then
of-
her-
It's the part where the guy filming asked her to hold the camera.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
he
there
was
was
going to
that
pay her, I think.
And then
And then there's a part where like one of her mom's boyfriends was like threatened her fucking family or something.
He was
acting like a
wanted
psycho.
to- I don't quite remember what it was, but he held them hostage. Like Sue,
Something,
and her
yeah.
sisters and brothers.
her childhood was filled
Yeah.
with like dead animals.
Yeah,
Because
like
people
she had
kept
two
killing her
cats. She had,
pets.
like, yeah, she had two cats, and then so she found her fucking cats on the sidewalk with their heads bashed in when she came back from school one day, and it's like, and she was like, "Oh fuck." And then she had a dog, and that dog was kidnapped by some pet hoarder lady who fucking starved it to death and then shot it.
Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of meth, I assume, in her town because she had a
drugs. Drugs do horrible people. Drugs do horrible things to people. Like Jesus.
And also, like people killing their wives and throwing them in cement or whatever the fuck that was.
Yep. And then like one of her friends or whatever was pregnant, gave birth, and then threw the baby into a fucking garbage can.
Oh yeah. There's like
because she didn't know what to do with it, so she tossed it in the fucking trash.
Very Roman.
And then she's being I think she got convicted for something for like child abandonment.
Usually called.
Yeah, she's going to jail for that.
Something like a bunch of like the people from her high school just like dropped out because they got pregnant.
Yep.
In my high school, when you got pregnant, you just kept going.
When you showed up to class with an increasingly larger stomach.
Yeah,
you have to keep moving the desk and chair back.
No, people get pregnant in high school and still finish. Like, it's not impossible. It's just a shitty life.
No,
it's a lot harder. A lot harder.
How hard could it really be?
As long as you get rid of the kid after you have it, you know, it's just 9 months.
As long as you get rid of the kid after you have it.
Oh, it's not that hard to live with one, right? It's like a what do you call that? It's like a Tamagotchi.
God made
you just gotta take. It's like you just gotta forget. You gotta remember to feed it. You gotta remember to take care of it once in a while, and then
clean
God made cliffs for a reason.
Yeah. Infanticide.
The Carthaginians used to will toss their babies into the flaming pit of their god.
That's one way to do it, yeah.
Wait,
you don't feel bad for the kid, right? The kid's only been alive for a little bit.
They don't know
he
what
gets taken
pain
out
is.
quick. Yeah, he doesn't know.
It's not even a real person until it's like 5 days old.
Yeah, it's like you can call them lucky. They didn't have to. They didn't have to get woken up to understand.
To take the red pill.
Get woke.
Yeah, they took the red pill. Maybe overdosed, but it's okay. It's fine.
A Anonkun podcast. How to infanticide.
It's okay.
The topic.
Infanticide's fun. Yeah. Well, the next topic is have you ever introduced infanticide to your quest?
Why haven't?
I think I actually did.
And why haven't you?
I think.
All right, I'll pin that in a moment.
Oh, given an infinite amount of children, how many kids can your main character murder before going down?
It's like, have you ever written a character who would willingly sacrifice a child? Would you introduce a character who would willingly sacrifice a child? And then the last part is, why don't you have a character who would willingly sacrifice a child?
I think I actually had infanticide in Banish Quest. Like, they just tossed him in the desert.
Yeah, I remember that being a lore detail.
Yeah,
like
that's how
the fucked up, or if they were illegitimate, you just fucking throw them in the desert.
Yeah, that's
Then
how
managed
most
to survive
societies
them.
dealt with unwanted children for most of history.
Oh, that's true. The vultures have a new buddy.
And if they
Wasn't it
survived,
the-
it was the gods.
Yeah, didn't the gypsies like pick up the discarded babies at times?
Yeah, think so.
Don't fucking abos still sacrifice their kids?
Maybe.
No, what? They're not that bad.
No, they don't sacrifice their kids. They eat their kids.
They beat their kids, okay? They beat and they sexually abuse their children. They don't sacrifice them. They're not
I
that,
thought they made them
backwards.
puff petrol.
It's
Yes,
like
they
a
also do
waste
that.
of-
Well, they don't
waste
make
of-
them huff petrol. It's just there's not much else to do.
It's just kind of a thing
Yes.
it's just kind of a cultural thing
There's
at
not
this
much
point.
else to do in the outback. Okay, you either huff petrol or you sleep on the fucking road.
Bumfuck nowhere. Yeah. Just bumfuck nowhere.
Didn't the Australian
exactly
government build them a bunch of houses that they don't use?
I don't know. They don't use them, but yeah, they have state.
They have they have national.
Yeah, the government does a lot of stuff for
They have
them.
National Sorry Day.
Yeah, that was the other
Just to
day.
say sorry.
National, we're sorry we colonized your shit.
And then genocided you, and then tried to breed you to death, and then we kidnapped children for
Yeah.
like an entire generation. It was a
Yep.
bit fucked up. Sorry.
Sorry, mate. Just
Just happens to
water
put
under the
fun.
bridge now. Yeah.
I mean, we
don't
could
worry
have
about it.
tried to, genocide them with guns and shit. They should be grateful we tried to fuck them to death.
You could have done
Yeah.
like what we did with the diseases and the smallpox.
Well, we wanted to be civilized. We either shoot them or we fuck them.
And now Sue stole a $40 tequila, and she's gonna drink it tonight.
That
Yep.
does not surprise me at all.
Yeah, she's self-medicating.
She seems to be on
Because-
some sort of substance every other day.
Yeah, she's like on something like half
I
the
can't tell
time.
whether that's just her being on her phone sometimes or she's fucked up.
No, she's a lot of the time she's fucked up on something.
That's fair. I would be with that sort of life.
Yeah, that's it's something. It's a life.
All right,
Well,
didn't
Sue's life is basically like the life of the character in our quest.
Yes.
yeah?
For the
Very
first one she
eerie.
did.
Yeah, it is. How many things can go wrong? This kind of things can go wrong.
Didn't
All of them.
Oh, Sue's mom got arrested on like New Year's for shoplifting.
Yeah, she did. Yep.
Well, you got to get this New Year's present somehow.
Yep.
She's not gonna.
That's true.
chill,
She
man.
goes out drinking with her friends a lot too. That's true. Gotta live the party life.
It's not just alcohol, though. It's a
Yeah, that's true. Well, it's so far. I think it's just alcohol and weed.
Are you
so far.
saying
That's
meth
fine,
is not a
right?
party drug? Didn't Hitler almost OD on meth or something?
vaguely recall something like that.
I know that like a lot of Axis troops used meth to like keep themselves awake.
Yeah,
That's the
dude.
reason why like the Japanese were so fucking crazy. Because they're just hopped up on drugs a lot of the time.
It's like, dude, you gotta, if you're not fucking on your A game, you're gonna get taken
Yeah,
out.
What do you got?
Uh,
Jew watch
right?
24/7.
The reason why like
I mean,
Yeah.
that's why all of the top 10 aces were German.
yeah, because they were hopped up on meth.
Yeah.
They were all.
Dude, drugs
Yeah.
equals performance.
It's like if you want evil empire,
performance
just give all your
drugs, too.
soldiers meth. And they'll be way better than the
Well,
other
that's
guys.
a good world building tip, yeah. I'll keep it in mind.
Yeah. Just if you want to win a war, just addict every single soldier you have on drugs.
And then withhold those drugs if they don't do what you say.
Yeah. It's a cat. Yeah, they have to do it.
It's like an
Like,
African warlord.
You gotta kill those.
Yeah,
It is
that's
like
how
a-
they run it in Africa.
Liberian Civil War. Let's do it.
General Butt Naked would
General
make a
Butt
great,
Naked African
would make a
warlord
great
quest.
Yeah.
quest MC.
Wasn't there a quest? There was some pitch like a while back, a couple of years back, about a guy, a generic Japanese high school main character, having a LN main character, rather, having a African warlord in his head, and he was constantly
like a
screaming
What the
advice.
fuck?
at the main character.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's actually got. It sounds kind of.
Someone
funny.
ran it, and it was okay, and then they never ran the second thread.
It's a
shame.
Kaluan.
Sounds really funny, actually.
It was
Yeah.
decent.
You just hear this like crazy, drugged up fucking African warlord screaming at you.
Yeah, someone got the like accent down pat. Is that a term?
Yeah,
Like that?
Oh, that's nice.
Like-
Though there's like 5 million accents in Africa, so that's nice.
Well, the specific one you think
This
of when
is
you
like
think of the
assert your
African.
dominance or something like that.
Liberian Civil War 1 and 2. Nice. Good times, good times. Oh, and the Sierra Leone Civil War is pretty good too.
Isn't there
Oh, fun.
another civil war going on in Africa now?
There's always Sudan.
I think Sudan and South Sudan are fucking each other up again.
I thought it was only South Sudan.
Isn't Somalia still shit?
Oh, is it?
It's-
I think South Sudan. Well, Sudan and South Sudan hate each other because they split.
Yeah, but I
so-
think South Sudan is just waging war against itself at this point.
yeah, that makes sense. That's
And
kind
then,
of
like,
that's kind of the
Libya's
broad
in
idea.
civil Cold War.
Well, it's they've been trying to put themselves back together since Gaddafi got fucking anally raped with a bayonet.
Yep.
Which he was. They actually shoved a bayonet in his ass.
Doesn't it seem like, I don't know, Ghana or something is about to break into a civil war?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Well, I think it
might
actually
be.
stopped because the guy stepped down willingly.
Yeah.
Yeah. They threatened that he.
There was some other countries. There was a nearby country that was threatening to intervene if he didn't step down, and like a couple of days before they were going to invade, he decided he had enough.
Yeah, I think Boko Haram is still alive and well.
Yeah, they're in Nigeria.
Yep, they're still doing their nice Islamic State fund.
Apparently, Trump is gonna send in like more weapons and shit to Nigeria to help him with that.
Oh, he's probably doing it to go against China since they've got a shitload of influence in Africa. And
yeah. China doesn't have a lot of.
China basically owns all of East Africa and most of West Africa.
Yeah. Yep, they've invested lots of money into the fucking dirt pit.
They're trying to colonize Africa.
Yeah, it's a new colonization.
It's colonization without, all that building infrastructure and settling people thing.
Yeah,
they just go there, they get
it's an
gravel,
interesting
they leave.
experiment. Yeah, it's an interesting experiment. We'll see how it goes.
What are you talking about?
China investing a lot of money in Africa.
Yeah, I mean they're building lots of infrastructure and stuff. They're using.
Yeah. We just want to see how it goes. I guess it's an interesting.
They're using the UN.
No one gives a shit about colonization in America unless it's white people doing the colonizing.
Ooh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically.
Well, no one really knows that this shit is going on in Africa. It's not
isn't
reported on.
Yeah.
Isn't Boko Haram starving themselves to death? Because they killed all the farmers, and now there's no one growing food there.
I think that's happening a lot all over Africa.
Unfortunately.
I mean, what are those commercials about if not starving Africans?
Seen a lot of.
Yeah.
Feminists being very pro Boko.
Oh yeah, right.
A large proportion of female soldiers.
I forget that. Apparently, Islam is their ally. So.
Wait, why would you be pro Boko Haram? Didn't he kidnap like a bunch of people, or am I?
Yeah, they kidnapped like an entire school's worth of girls.
It's sex slaves. Because like Islamic countries are the only place where slavery is still allowed en masse.
90% or something.
Yep. I think Qatar is still enslaved.
Indians.
Has still a bunch of slaves building. Yeah, and yep.
Most extensive slave society
ever.
Actually.
Very interesting.
Which slave society?
Qatar literally has like
Qatar.
slaves.
Oh.
Yeah, they're. I think on paper they put down to like migrant workers or something, but they're fucking slaves.
They go to India and they offer these contracts that say, we'll give you 3 pennies if you come over to Qatar and work for us. And then they don't even give them the free pennies and they take away their passport so they can't leave.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the USA.
And our greatest allies.
This isn't Qatar. This is the UAE that I've heard about this, but I'm sure Qatar is probably similar. But it's so hot in the UAE that like they don't have a homeless problem. So, like, because
I've heard about that.
You'll just fucking die if you're not in a home. So essentially, you have to work because it's the only way you're going to get inside. So it makes sense that you trap people in a fucking desert and take away their passports and they're poor, starving Indians, and you go, hey, work.
Yep.
Or you're dead.
But I mean, India is pretty
US
big on...
ally, bro.
UN is kind of fucked up.
Remember they're on the
wherever
UN Human Rights
goes, it
Commission.
also brings like child sex
Oh yeah,
trafficking and just,
I forgot they're head of the Human Rights
prostitution and slavery in general.
That made me chuckle.
That's what happens when you have an army made up of, countries that aren't actually capable of projecting that kind of, force across the Atlantic with,
they really fucked up
reasonable.
I think they
It's about
introduced,
suffering.
Disease to the water supply.
They did.
Because they were dumping their sewage into it.
You can't even do their jobs, right? Yeah.
Pretty much.
Like the vast majority of UN peacekeepers are not first worlders; they're like third world workers who like want
Yeah.
a job that gives them like a lot of money.
Yep.
And then you have the Chinese
Who are
peacekeepers.
essentially agents for. Yeah.
You know, their engineering divisions they send down to China to build
Yeah,
fortifications. for their local
they're
allies.
Yeah.
basically just mercs.
They're not
Yeah.
mercs. They're professional workers.
They're peacekeepers who are working in the interests of China. Very fun, very fun. UN, fun times.
Fun, yeah.
You know?
Real, just a fucking.
No, you're real fun.
Has
Real
the
fun.
UN improved anything for anybody?
There have been a lot of conflicts that have been settled.
Suez
Yeah,
Canal.
with some strong words. I strongly disapprove of any conflicts after all. That's all it
Yeah,
takes to start a war.
if you're condemned by the UN, you had better think twice, buddy.
We strongly.
I can't think of what the term is either. Fuck me.
Fuck, I can't really remember it.
Yeah. But they do, they do
We
things.
strongly
They're not
condemn
completely
this
useless.
genocide in Rwanda that killed like hundreds of thousands of people in a few
Dude,
days.
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. They intervened in the Balkans.
They place sanctions
That
on
was NATO.
people as well. That's that's helpful.
Oh, right.
They do actually do one thing, which is that when African warlords actually want to go to the peacekeepers, they get
Yeah,
the
that's
UN
true.
to
They do.
mediate,
They do.
and
They
they
do.
Do the
actually
same
said
shit in the
that-
Middle East as well.
Yeah.
So that's
So they're okay. They serve a purpose, right?
Yeah, the issue is like
very marginal.
they
but
think that
not
they
even
have
to-
more influence than they actually do,
Yeah.
and like that's a huge problem.
And there's only
'cause it's
one
just,
more
like, a
influence than
waste
they
of
have.
money.
Yeah. I think they intervened. Didn't they like these? Okay, I don't even fucking. Okay. I can't remember the exact incident. Holy shit.
Thinking is hard.
They do things. They're an organization
Yeah, that's true.
and they're international.
Uh-huh. That's why they're called the United Nations.
And yeah, they work with
Like they learn
nations.
their name.
So, I always wondered a little bit about like why Hitler killed himself. And then I think about the fact that someone mentioned earlier that Gaddafi got anally raped.
Yeah, he got a bayonet shoved in his
And then I
ass.
go, you know what? Hitler was just, being smart, No
Oh,
one can
you
anally rape you when you killed yourself.
like you do know that like the Russians got to Berlin before the Allies did, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they turned in.
They actually downplay. Wait, who just said that? Was that Cat Puss? Who
Yeah.
said that? Are you American?
No.
Yeah, no. In America, they definitely downplay the horrific shit Russia did throughout World War II.
Yeah.
Yep. They didn't do nothing, dude.
They were on the good guys.
at that time.
How
They
could
were
they have done
fine,
anything wrong?
Dude, the Russians were good boys.
Until
They didn't do
World War
nothing.
II ended.
This man is
Yeah,
your
they
ally.
just like the moment World War II ended, they immediately became the bad guys. It makes complete sense, and they were perfect, and they were saints up until then. That's how it works.
Yeah. Yeah. The Red Menace was actually the Red Ally in World War II.
Mhm.
They were good boys,
They were corrupted
They were
by,
just,
when fighting
And
the
there's, like-
Germans. Yeah, they went mad.
Oh yeah,
with power
no,
afterwards.
dude.
It's like Star Wars.
They were perfect.
The SS
Dude, they
sucked
were
on
the
the
fucking-
battlefield. They were like the SS were like backline troops. They were just in charge of killing everyone.
They were troops who were devoid of morality, essentially. They weren't actually. It depends. Some of them were effective, but in general, their role wasn't actually to fight.
Yeah, they're
the
not
front
really
line.
supposed to be fighters. They're supposed to be like people who carried out the genocide plan.
how
Stuff was
how would
like
you even translate their role into like modern terms? Were they military police? I think they would be considered military police.
Yeah, didn't the Gestapo
Well,
fill
I
the
mean,
same role?
The thing about all fascist.
I don't know. Yeah, okay, it works.
All fascist all fascist states have a thing where they create like 50 organizations to do the same thing. Well, that's an exaggeration, but 6 organizations to do the same thing. Like, you can still see this to an extent in Spain and Italy because the collapse of their institutions wasn't as thorough as it was in Germany. Like on Sardinia, there are 6 different police forces with different mandates.
Holy shit!
So like, there's the traffic police who are completely separate from the rest of the police. There's 2 different local militias. There is Italian police, and then there's Sardinian police. And I think there's one more, but I don't remember.
The SS were the armed wing of like the actual Nazi parties. So like, people say that like the German army weren't actually Nazis; they're just Germans. But like, the SS were like actual Nazis, and their actual name is like Protection Squadron.
The protection.
Yeah,
squad.
That's what it means in German.
I think that
like at the Wehrmacht, it actually just means defense force.
No, it means war.
No,
war
Wehrmacht
power,
means
actually, but whatever. No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Kriegsmacht, of course. Well, I mean the name for the name for the actual army is like the Horde or something ridiculous. The Heer. I think it translates to Horde, but I'm not sure.
I think you mean the Hun.
Yes, I think that's the one. Haven't you? Well, the equivalent word in Swedish is used as horde. Här.
Here, army. Let me see what this translated to. Oh, there is no translation.
Fun times. Man, wasn't World War II just some fun?
That's why I'm studying it.
Yeah, dude, it was fun all around.
Everything is interesting once you study it.
Yeah. Fun times. How would the battle for Japan would have gone?
Oh, Japan.
Yeah.
Japan started the Sino-Japanese War and expected it to last for 3 months, and it lasted for like 8 years. Yeah, 8 years.
I think people sometimes. I think people don't remember that China kept a lot of Japan's armed forces bogged down in China itself with their bullshit. Actually, so they tied up a lot of forces. So the U.S. forces on the islands were just taking out that wing, but like, I think the Japanese had like a fucking million soldiers down in China.
It's because they were so stuck in China, they never got the chance to modernize. So like all the army and all the navy stuff were like actually technologically behind, because like they were just pouring resources into China instead of like actually developing things.
Once you getting bogged down in China is just like getting bogged down in Russia. You're kind of fucked. Yeah, it's not fun. Population density, and it's just not gonna go well. But yeah, what I wanted to bring to and what I wanted to talk about was the invasion of Japan. If there was no A-bomb, Japan was going to be the
fucked, and it would have dragged on for.
Yeah, there was going to be the armed invasion of Japan.
Operation Olympic.
And,
yeah.
Yep.
Would they really have? Wouldn't they?
Well, because they're not going to surrender because they wanted. So the thing is, the Japanese
they did bomb shit out.
military.
Even the atomic bombs, they firebombed the entire fucking country. Like Tokyo was completely wiped out because everything was
the firestorm because it was all made out of wood.
Yeah, wood and paper.
So the thing is that the Japanese weren't willing to surrender because they wanted better terms.
Well, it wasn't the Japanese; it was specific, like just the higher ups. I'm sure
specifically the hierarchy.
Surrendering already, but
they wanted.
No, it's They wanted
the
to
idiots
use
in the Navy and the government and shit thought they were much better off than they were.
They actually wanted to use the Soviet Union as like a mediator because by then the Soviet Union still hadn't declared war on Japan. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they didn't take Stock-Holland yet.
But then like I think a few days after they dropped the A bomb, the Soviet Union like invaded Manchuria, which was Japanese held, and then like wiped out like 1 million people in like 2 days.
Yeah, it wasn't even close.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have any arm. Yeah, the Japs had no armor.
Yeah.
They had no fucking armor.
They did have armor. It was just total garbage tanks.
No, it wasn't. It could absolutely. It was not anything close to the fucking Soviet armor. Because by that time, they invested all the technology in the T-34s and the armor war in the Eastern Front. There was no fucking way Japan could have even held a fraction of anything in that entire conflict once Russia got involved.
Didn't Russia have the best armor even before the war?
Yeah, they had. The T-34 was on par with the best German tanks when the war started.
Mostly because of the design of it was just the design of the tank that was really good. It was a piece like inside the tank was, the inside of it was designed like fucking garbage because it's factory mass produced. Yeah. So everything it was like completely it was hideous.
What I remember from my reading is that Germany actually used training models which were supposed to have been dumped when they fought the French. Like they were using things that were designed to be abandoned before the war in actual combat.
No,
they didn't have anything.
Germany, the reason why Germany won so many of the early battles is because they knew how to use their tanks.
No, it's
like France had better tanks than Germany, but they didn't know how to use them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, mostly was the inclusion of radios
and they put all their tanks in like one division instead of like putting them with the infantry.
Divisions, yes.
So it's like.
But the thing is, a lot of the reason why France actually did so badly was because their leadership
didn't actually want to fight.
Yeah.
Something. After World War I, they were so demoralized by just the mass loss of people and shit.
No, I think the French. Well, I mean, this is a bit of a conspiracy theory, but I think the French were pretty scared of the fucking communists, and that's why they surrendered ultimately, because the communists were starting serious shit in France at that time.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's like.
That is an interesting way to look at it.
It's like we were very close to allying with like Germany against the Soviet Union because like that's how dangerous the communists were.
As we saw in the aftermath of World War II, communists need to be removed at any cost. Fucking hell.
Fuck commies.
Remove sickle. Fucking commies, dude. Yeah, physically removed. Not just ideology. Not just removed in the ideological spirit. They need to be fucking physically removed. Communists, go away.
We need a Pinochet.
That's racist.
Just drop them from helicopters.
Half of my family, including me, half of my family line,
that's
including
fine.
me.
I mean, you're all.
That's fine.
Removed
really, no problem.
Case.
I need a Pinochet.
Should be removed based on your race anyway, not your ideology.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
Jews
we should.
Are all communists, or they're.
Yeah, I mean, we really.
What about the Jews? What about the Jews in Israel? Aren't those more conservative because they're ethno-state?
Well, they're relatively conservative,
nut
but
jobs.
they'd still like the rest of the world to be less conservative, and Israel.
They're still communists at heart.
Well, they're not real Jews. They're not real Jews.
Damn.
No, but Jewishness can only exist in diaspora.
I see.
true Jewishness is lost if they find a nation.
Yeah.
You can't be a Jew if
Well,
you
if they
actually
find a
have a
nation to live in,
country.
it makes it harder to kill them all.
Fair enough. The chosen people are, well,
We'd have that fucking
You know.
Jewish emoji on it. Fuck.
yeah, I forgot. Shit.
That's only in Swiggy's. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh
it
my
is.
god, these fucking Horizon Zero Dawn weapons. What?
Dude, what happened to Horizon Zero Dawn?
It's just
what
a
the
shit
fuck
game.
happened?
It is just a shit.
What the fuck happened?
They don't seem to have competent animators on stuff.
Why are video games so fucked now? Oh no.
It's the Jews.
It's the Jews.
You did it. Well, it
like
probably is the Jews.
anything that happens in history, you can like, if you go all the way back, you can probably trace it to the Jews.
I mean, Jewish
Yeah,
names echo
exactly.
throughout history. Haven't you
If
heard?
you look at any bad thing, you're bound to find something Jewish.
Actually, if you look at anything,
Yep.
you're about to find something Jewish.
It's all, dude. Of course, it's always been the Jews. That's the
Because
only explanation. Like at the core of every issue, there's a fucking Jew, or there's something Jewish in it. That's the ultimate truth in life.
Cyrus should have never freed them from Babylon.
So sure.
The Pharaoh shouldn't have kept him alive. Jesus.
Should just like
God.
God should just like let Moses open up a path through the ocean, and then when they were all like halfway through, just like let it collapse back.
Should have just closed. Should have just closed the ocean. God damn.
I'm trying to find a Jew working on Horizon Zero Dawn, but it's surprisingly hard.
Dude, don't worry. They'll probably change the name or something. It's all good.
Don't you have the echoes?
You know, some kind of
expansion?
racist, huh?
Well, it's okay.
Use it to
for
find your
some
fellow
of you,
Jews.
but-
You're subverting it.
Actually, yes.
You need to triangulate.
I do it to.
Apparently, no Jews working on this game. Strangely.
Oh no! Here's the
We'll go
thing,
with that
right?
shot.
Here's the thing. What if like they probably changed the names or something, dude? I'm not even fucking
Like
joking.
Jon Stewart.
Yeah, like you know, they probably just changed the names.
I still can't tell the difference between like Jewish names and just like regular German names.
Come on, Goldberg. That sounds like a regular.
Come on,
German name.
Shlomo.
Well, maybe you actually read German names because I don't.
A lot.
But the thing is, generally German.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because they're, I think, Ashkenazi. That's what European.
Ashkenazi?
Ashkenazi. That's what like the European Jews are called. They're pretty much all from Germany, or from somewhere around there.
The others are Sephardi.
Not true. Mostly Eastern Europe. But the thing is, Germans change names generally once every 2 or 3 generations.
Ashkenazi? Shit.
It's part of the Jewish tradition.
Scatter like cockroaches.
Scatter like Turks.
Exactly.
Fucking Turks.
This literally invented the word genocide to describe what they did.
Fucking Turks.
And they still deny it.
Fucking Turks.
Never forget 1453.
Huh. Dude, I'm sure.
Will Constantinople ever get retaken?